Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Previously we discussed about international trade, management, work and motivation, and company structure. On this occasion, we will discuss about management and diversity cultural. Obviously, issues or problems regarding the workforce that are increasingly varied is one of the most important things for managers today. In this material, we will take a closer look at addressing this diversity of all kinds in the workplace. Diversity can be found in many workplace and domestic and global organizations, and managers in workplace are certainly looking for ways to appreciate and foster that diversity. However, before we look at what it takes to manage diversity, we must first know what diversity in the workplace is and why it matters. And what is diversity culture in management? Look around you. You tend to see people who are young or old, male or female, tall or short, brown eyes, different race, and various styles of clothing. You will not notice vocal people who speak a lot in class and who are more likely to be quiet, and so on. Have you ever noticed the diversity of the little world you are in now? Many of you might have grown up in an environment where there were diverse individuals, while others may not have had that experience. We're going to focus on diversity in the workplace. So let's see what that is. By looking at the different ways of defining diversity, you will get a better understanding of it. What management and cultural diversity aiming for? Diversity management goal is to maximize the capabilities of all workers to contribute to the achievement of organizational goals. Aside from that, to achieve the potential for success without being contrasted by the consequence that appear as the impact of difference in group identities such as gender, race, nationality, age, department, affiliation, and so on. From this explanation, it appears that diversity management is crucial within the organization and to achieve its goals. There are three organizational goals that can be facilitated by management, namely, first, moral, ethical, and social responsibility goals. Second, official obligation, and third, performance objective in an economic context. For example, in the context of moral interest, representation of cultural groups in the working population as whole, and especially in very powerful positions, the management needs to pay attention to. In the organization, there is now known domination of the dominant cultural group that treats other cultural groups in subordinate position. The diversity that exists within the company is absolute. Employees with various backgrounds gather in one work environment as the company's cogs. However, not infrequently, this diversity can answer problems. Management strategies need to be designed to address any problem that may arise from this difference. There are seven ways to deal with employee diversity in the company. There are: first, identification of diversity. The first step you can take is to identify diversity from age, race, ethnicity, education level, religion, background, seniority, and others. This diversity is something that is certain to be found in every company. Problems may arise if senior employees who previously worked feel underappreciated by the new workforce of or their juniors. Therefore, it is necessary to identify the diversity of employees to adjust the division of work so that everything is balanced. Second is full communication. Communication is very important in the company. Communication problems and barriers to language and cultural perception need to be overcome in order to create good communication. If communication in the work environment goes well, leaders can easily convey interaction, information, and evaluate employee work results. The success of a company depends on how to manage HR and embrace all difference. Third is learn employee characteristic. What you can do overcome diversity within a company is to study the individual characteristic of each. If the management of employee diversity is carried out properly, it will benefit the company. The reason is various alternative solution and solution will appear if at any time problem occur. Learn the character of employees according to the file of work so that you know what to do in the event of a conflict without having to cause other problem that conflict with employer characteristics. Fourth is be open. A specific strategy is needed so that a culture of diversity can effectively penetrate every department, every division, and function of the organization. Develop an open attitude in the work environment and encourage employees to share their opinions and ideas. Give equal value and value every opinion that is presented. Employees can share various points of view based on their experience and ideas. This is important to be able to develop and company business strategy. Fifth, treat fairly. The problem that often arises in diversity is the difference in treatment. Discrimination usually arises when there are different standards against individuals. Make sure every employee gets equal opportunities in the various work environment possible. Create alternative policies so that equality occur in the company. Companies that employ diverse employees, when properly managed, can provide a variety of solutions to existing problems. 6. Evaluate regularly. To counteract resistance to change, involve each employee as much as possible to formulate a diversity evaluation. Use the result of this evaluation to build on the company's success with diversity. In this global era, of course, the existing workforce is also increasingly diverse. If managed properly, this can be a strength in the work environment and provide great benefit for the progress of the company. And the last point is open recruitment system. An open recruitment system, or what can be called EEO, equal employment opportunity, will create equality so that there are no class difference in determining labor recruitment decision. EEO will assist companies in conducting assessment based on candidate qualification, interviews, competencies, graduation standard, and other job assessment. This will create a culture that is conducive, comprehensive, and measurable. Next, we explain about Asian perspective. According to Michael Peck's 2017 version of the salary for employees in Asia survey and the employment outlook, only 44% of the companies surveyed in China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Taiwan support diversity. However, survey results appear to be quite good in some countries. About 97% of Singaporean companies support diversity, followed by 96% in Indonesia and 94% in Malaysia. However, for Hong Kong, this figure is only around 86%. Singapore's main focus in diversity within ethnic minority groups. 64% of companies, gender 59%, and age 44%. In Indonesia, gender 55% is a priority, followed by religion 38% and ethnic minority groups 30%. These figures are in contrast to Malaysia because companies prioritize gender diversity 47%, followed by age 40%, then ethnic minority groups 25%. Not much different. Gender 47% of the list in Hong Kong, followed by ethnic minority groups 23%, and lastly sexual orientation 90%, 19%.
Then, to get the true benefits from diversity, companies need to do processing diversity appropriately, because most place work consists of diverse cultures. So, organization needs to learn how to adapt to acquire competitive advantage. Green stated that the diversity of the workforce is a reflection of the world which keeps changing. Diverse work team brings high value for the organization. Respect for different individuals at work will create excellent competitive and increase work productivity. Diversity management will benefit the organization by creating a fair and safe environment in where each individual has access to opportunities and the same challenge. Management tools empower diverse work must be used to educate individuals about diversity, including law and regulation. Related to this, Knaus et al. To mention some of the advantages with implementing diversity management includes: first, creating a competitive advantage for the organization. Diverse organizational member can provide 24 sources of knowledge for organization. Besides that, diversity result is a flexible organization, proactive and energized. Second, diversity member can be better understand customer desire and help customers who are similar to them. Third, customers feel more comfortable dealing with organization members who are like them. Customers feel an identity with members of such an organization and more willing to interact with these organizations. Fourth, increase productivity on tasks complex. Typical complex tasks require complex cognitive input. In turn, it requires resource knowledge, such as information, skills, and perspective that diversity member can provide. Fifth, improve problem solving through knowledge source. Diversity of member can be provide more information, new approach, and a richer perspective on solving organizational problems. Then, it can be said that diversity management doesn't just acknowledge difference exists in society and recognize this difference as something valuable, but rather also promote good management practice which prevent as well as ensure that individual from different groups do not experience discrimination. Acknowledge diversity means understanding how difference and similarity that exist in society can mobilize into a productive unit for interest individuals. organization, and society as a whole.
Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.